Hey everybody, it's me, your boy 10 from Makeup and Music with 10, and this is my lovely fiance. Introduce yourself, fiance.
I'm Alex. Hi.
This is my fiance, Alex, and so I was in the middle of shooting a live video, and I was doing my face, and Bae walked in, and I was like, why don't you just do my eyes? And they did this lovely eye job right here. And I finished up the rest of my face, but the eyes look really good. So they were like, why don't you do my face? And I was like, yes. I have not done makeup on another person in a while though, so I don't know. I don't know how this gonna go, but we gonna try our best. All right, so this lovely, handsome boy is going to be my muse today. So I picked out everything. I have brushes, so let's just jump right into it. I kind of have an idea of how I want them to look. I want to do something soft and natural. Because every time we do each other's makeup, I've already washed my hands, so just so you know, just to let you know. Every time we do each other's makeup, they always do this like really beautiful look on me. You know, it's gorgeous, it's wonderful. And then I, for some reason, always do something really like out there. I don't know why. That's always the role that I go to whenever I do their makeup. But I promised them that I would do something a little bit more prettier instead of like making them look like, one time I made them look, I think, like a demonic clown or something.
We were going out for a date and you like put like black under my eyes to make it look like I was like a chimney sweep. I didn't look good. And I think I met one of your friends for the first time while looking like this.
I was on a
drug binge.
I looked amazing because they did my face and I looked really good. And like, I don't mean to. It's not like I want to make them look like weird or anything. It's just, that's what my hand does. But we're going to control my hand today and tell hand to stop. This is a blur stick, by the way. This is just, you know, I like to blur out some of the areas where that might be problem areas. Like you have these creases right here. So we're just going to try to blur that out. So yeah, we're just going to see. I promise not to make you look weird. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match. This is actually what I used. Ooh, I don't know if they can see that. This is what I used in my shade. And this one looks really good on them. So we're going to use this one. Ooh, crud. I'm a professional. And I need all that. This is a very lightweight formula, so I may not need all this. But I'm just going to start with this. So this is a very lightweight formula, so I like to do a little bit. Start with a little bit, and then you can build it up. Does that feel good? Am I attacking you? Okay. Because when I'm doing makeup on myself, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm like, you just got to get into my skin makeup. I may stand up at certain times, y'all. So if you see me moving around, it's because I might stand up at certain times. Yeah, this was.
Are you wearing like an orange liner, or did you do orange originally?
I did the orange originally, and then I wiped it off, but it may not have wiped off.
Just saw a little hint, and I was confused.
Okay, let's get in there. This crevice right here, like with a brush, is always real hard. Maybe I should have used a sponge for you.
I use this brush all the time.
You do?
Mm-hmm. This is what I apply the foundation with.
I don't use brushes a lot to apply foundation, but this is a pretty nice brush. We got it in our BoxyCharm. Look in the thing. I want to see how it looks. You look much paler on
yeah, the camera is definitely trying to figure out how to pick up
your light.
Yeah, your skin and my skin at the same time.
Maybe I should move out.
No, you're too pretty.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks pale, but it doesn't look bad. You just look pale. We don't really need to bring it down to their neck because who cares if there's discoloration? I don't.
No, oh, I thought you were gonna pour some more.
No. Oh, I should have grabbed wipes. Baby, can you? Thank you. While we're doing this video, you can get to know us a little bit. I always mention my fiance who's white as the toilet, and now you know who they are. They're right here. They're actually not as wide as the toilet, but on the screen, definitely as wide as the toilet. Yeah. Okay, so now that I got their base on, I'm going to. I was looking for. It's a fine. I'll still use this. I'm going to. Just want to keep blending it out a little bit. It's sticking to parts of your face. Not bad, but like. This isn't like a full coverage concealer, so which is fine. I don't even like to wear full coverage, so I'm not gonna build it up because I feel if I build it up, it's gonna cake. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, so to set your face, I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. This is a Pixel Triple Boost Matte Powder. This is a powder I actually really like myself, and I use it often. I use it very lightly though. I think I like to use the powder very lightly because especially we both have combo skin, so too much baking is bad for your skin. A lot of people bake so much, which is fine. If baking works for you, bake, but like it's really bad for your skin if you do it all the time. And this is a trick I found from Kenny JD. She always does like this, but that's because she's trying to smooth out the skin before like we put on the concealer. And it's actually a cool trick, so. Faye's trying to get the light to look a little better for them.
Well, I don't want to have your stuff go bad.
Okay,
that's a little bit better.
That looks a little bit better, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use this COL-LAB No Flaws Concealer. This is one of my favorites, and Bae has one in a color that's theirs. And some people are like, just do the dot. I do like the little, I start with a little bit, and then if I need more, then I go with a little bit more. And I'm actually just going to use it. This brush is actually great to blend out under eye concealer because it's tiny and it's cute. Then I'm going to do the Kenny JD trick. So Bae, tell the viewers a little bit about like us as a couple. Is there anything you want to let them know about us as a couple?
Well, very soon we'll have been together 4 years. Mm-hmm. I almost worked on that anniversary and then very quickly remembered that I could not.
Go ahead.
Our first date was supposed to be at a museum, but the museum was too much damn money.
Oh yeah.
So I ended up going to Target and like sharing dried fruits. And that was our first date. Mm-hmm. And it was absolutely absurd, but I loved it dearly. And then you weren't gonna tell anyone about us.
Okay. I wasn't, yeah.
And then you told like a couple friends, and it was really weird. And then I went to your birthday, and you were stoned. And you let everyone know, and your sister flirted with me.
Oh, that bitch.
It was really odd. It was really, really odd. But
before I go on to the rest of the face, I just want to do their eyes really quick because I don't want all the fallout if I start doing everything. I probably should have started with the eyes, but I'm usually good at trying to avoid fallout, so we'll see. This is my finger.
We got engaged in the end of November.
Yes.
We're getting married.
We're getting married.
That's right.
Yes, we are I'm so excited to get married to them. It's funny because when we first met, they're 5 years younger than me. So we met when they were 18. I was 24. I was not interested in dating somebody that young. Like I really wasn't. Like I was a party animal before I met them, and then I had hooked up with a couple people who were freshmen, and I don't know. I was just like, nah, I don't need that in my life. I'm an old man. I'm an old man now. So I decided, and honestly, I just was like, what do I really have in common with I'm going into this color here, Temptress, and this is the Butter London palette. What would I really have in common with what are you? A freshman. Thank you. I was like, what? With like a freshman, like white person too. But when I first saw them, I thought they were really cute, and I thought that they were older than 18. Like when I first saw them, I was like, this person's got to be 21. I thought you were a transfer student. But then when you were like, no, I'm a freshman, I was like, gotta back it up. Because I just really wasn't interested in dating anybody that young. But this one, the pursuit of 10. This one right here.
Well, it wasn't really a pursuit.
You were persistent in wanting to. They weren't persistent. They didn't like chase me and was just like, you're gonna be my partner. It started off as a friendship.
Yeah.
But I think secretly inside they were like, I want to date this person.
I mean, of course I did. And so the day, I remember I had woken up at like 3 a.m. the day that I was gonna ask you to go on a date, and I cleaned my entire apartment.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't just my apartment, and I was like super panicked. I tried to make this like thing. It's like a falafel waffle that I had seen online because I'm a YouTube nerd, and
they are a YouTube.
So I tried to make it. It was terrible. No, or was that a different thing? Maybe that was a different thing. But I tried to make you something, and then I asked you if you wanted to go on a date, and you very, very solemnly put down your utensils, like you were about to say that you hated me. You put down your utensils, and I'm like,
I did.
Okay, and I was like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, my friends already think that we act like a couple. And I'm like, okay, but do you want to go on a date with me? I don't care what they think. It was really weird.
It was funny because a little bit you asked me on a date, but then a little bit after that we were like dating but not dating. Like we were dating but we just didn't really say anything. It wasn't like a spoken thing. And so after like a drag show I performed at, did you perform in the show too? Or did you just help?
I don't think I performed. I think I just went with you.
Yeah, so and they helped me get ready for the show, and they were super sweet, super kind, super dope. And so one of my friends said something that kind of pissed me off, so I just was like, I need to get out of here before I throw hands. And so as we're walking back to the dorm, because I lived on the dorm at the time, we both lived on the dorm, we just lived in different dorms. At the time when we're going back to the dorm, they look at me and they're like, are we dating? And I was like, I don't know. What do you want to do? And they were like, you kind of have a say in this. And I was like, what? I do?
Yeah. Like, it's like we both have to independently answer, and if we both don't say yes, the answer is no.
Exactly. And I was just like, it was wild that somebody like was really like saying I had an option, just because I'm really like a laissez-faire person not laissez-faire, I'm just more submissive in more relationships sometimes. I have in past relationships.
Okay, let's just say it as it is. You were emotionally abused in a lot of relationships.
There it is.
And
maybe that's what it was.
Had a choice.
Yeah, I didn't think I had a choice, and I never wanted to make waves with my partner, so I just kind of let them take the lead. Yeah, so they asked me, and put your eyes up. So they asked me, and I was like petrified because I was like, I guess we can if you want. But it was so cute because they're like, you have a say in this. Like this, you don't have to just like, damn, this is gonna be high fashion. I promise. I'm not gonna make you look weird. I promise, because I have a plan. I have a plan. Because this is looking a little bit they're looking a little bit like Fester right now, but I have a plan. You're gonna be.
Did you forget that I have those deep under eyes?
I did forget you had those deep under eyes. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. We're gonna figure it out. I can make this fashion. I can do it.
Most high fashion is ugly as shit anyway, so
true. Yeah, and then after that we were together, honestly. Yeah. But then this happened before spring break, right? And then you had to leave.
No, we went on our first date before spring break, and then we didn't decide that we were a couple till I got back. Because I was like, I've got this person I'm kind of dating. It's my friend. And I was very excited.
I might have to.
I have a very stubborn eye. Like, annoying eye shape. I'm just gonna give you a warning.
This isn't gonna work. This is not working the way it usually works for me. But I'm gonna try to fan it out and see if we can make it work. Usually when I like draw it up like that, it goes up, but yours is a little.
You have to almost like either go in a circle or just like go like around the eyebrow and out.
Yeah, but this is good because I need to learn how to work with different eye shapes and face shapes, because I've always thought about going to cosmetology school, but then yet I always think maybe that's not a good idea because I don't like rules. I want to do what I want. So
yeah, people are gonna just pay you to do smoky eyes and you really don't care.
I really don't care. I don't want to do smoky eyes. Wait, look in a second. Okay, we're gonna make it work. You're gonna look great. I know you are.
I look a little bit dead, but I kind of dig it.
So I'm gonna go into Diva, which is this pretty gold. This is really gonna put the. I'm gonna use my finger. My hands are clean, so. But we were long distance for a little while because you had to go back to Wyoming. This is when I still lived in Atlanta, and so we were long distance for a while, and that was interesting because I'd never had I had a long distance relationship before, but like none that I really. I was kind of like, if it ends, it ends. I didn't care, but I feel like with you, I would have been like, I really wanted it to work. And it was really hard at points in our relationship during that time.
The next summer, I also had to go to Wyoming. That one was really bad because we had gone from living together and like going through like some pretty serious stuff to me being gone. And that was also like this summer, like, my mental health got really bad.
Oh yeah.
We were both recovering from like addictions, so it's just really hard.
There were a lot of things going on, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, honestly, there was a time where I didn't think we were gonna make it past the hard times, just because, even though from the moment we got together, there was such care. I cared about them, but I didn't know how to tell them. I think I knew I loved them some months in. For me, I told them earlier, I told them maybe a year in that I was in love with you, but I told you I loved you before.
Yeah, right before 6 months. Because you did that performance of Accidentally in Love.
That's now our song.
Yeah, and it was a live drag performance. And you brought me up and you like bent down to get something out of your pocket. And I thought for a second that you were going to try to propose. And I was going to tell you no in front of all of these people. And I was like, well, fuck, I've now lost. I was like 100% like, I can't go to the Atlanta drag scene anymore. Yeah. I was so sad because I was really liked you and I didn't want you to do that.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't. I did. So everything was okay. It was just flour.
It was a flower. Yeah, but I was in love with them way before that, but I was just scared. I just had been in really bad abusive situations and emotionally abusive situations, and I wasn't ready. I was not ready to open myself up to somebody. And when I first met them, I really thought we were just going to be like a fling. It was just going to be like a little fling, like, I'm like, here's this freshman, new to college. They just going to want to hook up and leave me alone, and that's kind of what I want, too. But my baby's an asexual. And I'm very aware that some ace people do have sex, but
like you.
Like me. I'm an ace person as well. But that was not what they were interested in at all. Imagine my surprise.
I was more emotionally mature than you were.
Oh my God, so much. You still are in many ways. Like, I'm doing better, but there's still very much emotional maturity than I am, because I didn't get my teen years. My teen years were kind of taken away from me because of, stuff that happened, and I had to grow up really fast. So in many ways, even though I'm pushing 30, I kind of have the emotional maturity of an early 20-year-old, because
we were both stunted, but we reacted to it in different ways.
Yeah.
You like went and you were like, I'm going to be as wild as I want to be because I've never had the experience of freedom. Exactly. And I was like, I've already been through it. I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out. And so I was like, I'm just going to just skip that step and mourn it. And you were like, well, I had to skip this step, so I'm going to go back and do it.
Yeah.
So.
It's weird how, you know, oh, I meant to use this e.l.f. thing. This is a great, it's a liquid shadow, matte shadow, but it's a great base. I meant to use this as your base, but I forgot. So we'll just put it over there. I think we're going to be done with the shadow portion. I want that to go like that. I might be able to do it with concealer, because there's a little trick. You just put a little concealer and blend it out to cut it, to give it like a nice cut. Where I learned this trick from. It was one of the many what you call it, I watch. That's a little bit better. Look at it. Does it look? It's cute. A little bit better. Yeah. When you want a sharp edge, they say just use a little concealer or use tape. I don't know. It's funny because like when it comes to makeup, I'm not like the type of person who likes to use all that new age shit. Like I won't use like tape, and like some of my favorite YouTubers use the tape, but I'm like, no, I will not use the tape.
Let's talk about the new age shit you absolutely love, though.
But yeah, but there's lots of new age shit I absolutely love. So it's kind of funny how I pick and choose what new age shit I'm going to do. Open your eye really wide. I'm gonna try. This is really thick, so I'm gonna hope, but it does blend out well. So that's why I'm trying to do like a little, and then I'm gonna blend it out with this one. Dang, but what were we talking about? Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, so I did that performance, and then, we did not, like, we moved in together, kind of...
At 9 months.
At 9 months. But, I'm not gonna go into all the reasonings why we did, but, something happened, and, we just kind of didn't want to be apart after that situation happened. And living together is this was the first partner I ever lived with, so that was interesting. But we had roommates, so it's not like I was just with them by myself. But they still had their dorm, but they were basically living with me. Like, ooh, no, I didn't want it that thick, but I always do that. You're just gonna have a thick line today. I was actually trying to do it as close to the lash line as possible, but even on my own, on me, I do that all the time.
I also have really hard eyes.
Yeah. And so yeah, we just were kind of just together, and at times it was great, and then at times when our mental illnesses would act up, it was not as great. But ultimately, I loved being in a relationship with them, and I loved living with them.
I think our big problem is that we never just lived with just the two of us.
True.
There's always other people, and
Always
that's
other
just, it's always hard.
Oh, no, fuck. It got up here.
Oh.
It's okay.
Sorry, I have hooded eyes.
It's okay. I might be able to cover it up.
We should do one of those, like, boyfriend challenges things.
I was just thinking that.
Look at us.
The line, the eyeliner is not, but I never do eyeliner that well, so I don't have the skill. But I might be able to fix it. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I'm making it worse, but it's okay.
Next time we should do it where it's like you do a look on one side and I try to recreate it on the other side.
That's just gonna have to do. Am I embarrassed? A little. Okay. But it doesn't look bad. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted, how I wanted it to look, but it's okay.
Oh. So, what was your first impression of me?
Oh, open your eyes. When I first met you, like I said, I was like, who is that cute little person over there? And I was like, are you straight? That was honestly one of the first things I thought. I was like, are they straight? just because we have allies come into it was when I was at Georgia State and we had I was the VP at the time, I want to say.
Yeah.
I was open your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna try not to hurt you. This part I can't breathe. My trick to eyeshadow to mascara is that I don't breathe. I literally just like and I'll just like this is a nice mascara. This Grande mascara. I thought they were straight.
Definitely getting on my nose.
Fuck. Okay, wait. Maybe I should do it this way. Do it. I'm gonna say no to this one because I'm really afraid I'm gonna hurt them. But yeah, my first impression of you was like, oh, they're really cute, you know, and I wonder who they are. And then when we did introductions and things, they were like, I'm Alex, or they introduced themselves. They're like, my pronouns are this, this, and this, and I'm 18, and I was like, well, guess that attraction ends there. What did you think of me?
Oh, what? Okay, so we were walking from. We were originally going to meet in the Alliance meeting room, and then there were too many people, so y'all decided to do it somewhere else. And so we were walking. You came to get everyone and move them from one location to the other.
Yeah.
So the first time I ever saw you, you were in the hallway. You were wearing a Supernatural shirt, little like booty shorts, and then.
Oh yeah, you can't talk if you do like that. I was wearing a Supernatural shirt, some booty shorts,
and
what was I doing? Was I dancing or something?
You were dancing through the hallway, like just like you were. I think we were like doing like this. You're going sideways. You were just bringing everyone up, and you were making everyone so cheery. And I was like, oh my god, this person is so adorable and like so loving and confident and vibrant. Like you were just vibrant, and I was like, I want to know you.
Aww.
And then we got in Alliance. We were doing introductions, and I remember because lots of groups are very much so centered around like cis gay men.
Do you want me to contour your nose?
Yeah, sure.
I've never contoured a nose, so we'll see how this works.
And I remember the first ever Alliance meeting, like the first one of the year, the number one thing you guys talked about was non-binary identities, and specifically like you, Tyler, and Silver talked about like you get your black non-binary identities.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this group's not fucking around. Like it's time to go. Yeah. And it was awesome. I've never felt so educated in like my the community that I was in was, you know, changing and growing and really you know, focused on change. And it was really fun time. And I remember being so inspired because you felt confident as like a non-binary person, and I felt the most unconfident ever. And I was like, well, if they can do it, I'll eventually be able to do it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Make you look. I'm gonna bronze you up, baby.
I do look very beachy with really hardcore metal eyeliner. When did you meet the family?
6 months in? 8 months? It was about around 8.
months.
I want to say 7 to 8 months. They were coming here for Christmas. And they were like, do you want to meet my family? And let me tell y'all, I did not want to go at first. Because I was like, oh my god, it's way
shading the underside. Are you?
Yeah, I'm giving you a little bronzing action right there.
Okay. Typically don't highlight that, but it's alright.
I've never.
Whatever. We can highlight my neck fat.
Embrace that neck fat.
Just on this side though. This side didn't get any.
I've never bronzed anybody before, so this is the first time for me. I don't know if it's too heavy. I don't think so. You look a little bronzy, but I don't feel like it's too heavy yet. If I keep going, it might get there. But we were about it was about 6 months. It was about 6 to 7 months in, and they asked me to come to their family. And I was petrified because a part of me wanted to say no. I'm gonna be like, nah, it's way too early. Like,
and my dad wasn't nice to you. So you
yeah,
didn't meet my dad, but
yeah, their dad wasn't nice to me, so I was just kind of scared. Honestly, I was just kind of really scared, and I didn't know if I was like going into the lion's den, you know, and so. You still look so pale on camera.
I do. Do you think I should close it again?
Maybe try it. See. We're trying to see how because I don't. A part of the reason is because I'm looking in the camera to see how you look. So, okay. It's a little bit better. Bae has really beautiful chubby cheeks. So I'm just going to like try to highlight those.
Try to white that up.
Whoops! Whoops!
This is awesome. This is so just in case your followers know that you're not actually competent.
But I do it to myself too. Look at all this blush I put on. I literally do not mean to put on that much blush, but every time I'll put on too much blush on one side and then have to even it out, and next thing you know I look like I jumped out of an 80s like horror movie. Like I do like heavy blush though, but like not. Okay.
Now I look
Why
dirty.
do you still look dead? You look dead and dirty.
I look like dirty. I look like I crawled out of my grave.
Oh my goodness. I'm so upset. Maybe when I highlight we can get you to look a little bit more alive. Maybe this light. No! Yes! It helped a little.
Puppies. And is Andy not coming down? Did she just open the door and leave you guys down here? Go piss on our floor.
And I'm gonna do a trick that I see Thomas Halbert do. I'm gonna put a little bit on your nose. Okay, editing 10 here. Sorry.
This makeup look was trash.
You look okay. Now you're starting to look a little bit like you.
Damn.
You're still a little pale, but literally I can't see any of the color I'm putting on you on there. That's why I keep applying more.
It's also really weird because you've turned me like light. You've definitely tanned all of me except right here. It's totally white.
Do you need more?
No, that's not the takeaway.
You need more bronzer.
Hold on, let me take out the dogs.
I am not a professional makeup artist. I do makeup because I love it. So, don't judge me. These are our little babies. This is the baby. Look at the baby. Calm down. What's wrong? She got to pee. That's probably what. Don't pee on me.
You're just gonna. You're so terrible. Can you take them out?
Hold on, y'all. Babe, talk to them.
I know. I'm gonna have you edit this.
Tell the story.
Oh. Trying to get this light.
Okay, so we are taking the dogs out right now, so I'm just gonna blur all this out because you don't need to see them trying to fix the light for the umpteenth time. So we're just gonna let this block, mesmerize you.
I feel like you need more bronzer. I'm trying to make them look like they have some color in their face.
Yeah, that's gonna go over well. That's there's no other word for that. Just colorful.
No color. I don't want you to look black or anything, or like Latinx or anything. I just want you to look like you have some life in your face. You look so pale.
Online, in person, I do not.
No, you look fine in person.
I look really weird.
For the record, I'm inspired by Instagram thoughts, so that might be where I'm going makeup wise.
I haven't gotten a long eyelash line. But it's cool. It's cool. I look great.
Let's highlight. This is my favorite part. Highlighting is my favorite part.
When did I? So I was gonna say when did I first meet Jamie, but it was at your birthday party.
When I was high
with me.
as fuck. Yeah.
And she was really weird.
She's so weird.
But she's somewhat more normal now. She was never that weird again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she flirted with me and then told me about the sex she's had with other people, which was very uncomfortable because I did not know this person, and I really didn't need to know about her sex life Another
trick I saw on YouTube is bringing the highlight down to your cheeks. I didn't know that was a thing, and I've started doing it, and I like it. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, what's the next question?
What's the next question?
Do I have any weird obsessions? If so, what?
I don't like this question because you're about to drag me. A weird obsession. They have a couple weird obsessions, but I wouldn't say they're weird. I would just say they're like, I love highlights, so I'm just gonna keep packing this on. You look like me. The makeup style, babe. I'm not trying to put you in blackface.
I didn't think you were.
I was like, because you kept looking at me, I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything inappropriate. It's funny because there's just like this one little bit of contour right there that won't blend, so I'm just gonna put highlight on it. I'm gonna make it work.
That's not how you. That's okay.
But they have a couple that irritate me. But rub your lips together. But I can't think of one because I feel like they're not that big of a deal. Oh, they don't. One thing that they kind of hate is when they're ready to go to bed, and I'm not in bed. Like they're like, it's time to go to bed, you know. And I like to take my time before I get in the bed. You know, I'll stretch around a little bit, you know.
They'll leave all of the lights on. Leave all the lights on. All of the noise.
Make noise. Like I like to do all that before I go to bed. Close your eyes. Refresh. I like to do before I go to bed, and I'm just making sure it's pressed in your skin.
Oh my God.
Try to blend out that.
This is a time where it's kind of nice being an epidemic, so I don't have to go out.
You look good though. You look like you jumped out of an 80s movie.
I look like I'm one of those attempted Instagram people, but I'm not good at it.
You look like a hooker. I love it. Ow. Sorry.
And bad lighting.
A hooker in bad lighting. It actually does not look that bad, babe.
It doesn't.
You look cute. Maybe I think what it is that I did my makeup on you like I would do it on me, and that's a mistake, because I always have to remember that not how I do makeup on everybody, how it does it on me may not fit everybody else. So what I'm thinking is I definitely should have went lighter on that eyeliner. Hello? I'm here.
Hello? So here's my thought. We should cheat and get 2 videos out of this.
Okay.
So we should just have like a finishing of the boyfriend challenge, the questions.
Yeah.
So you should do another introduction and be like, here's our completed faces, and then let's just do.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let me do my final thought. So yeah, so I think what I did wrong with Bae is that I did their makeup like I would do my makeup. I'm very heavy-handed on a lot of things, but I feel like I can get away with that. What are you doing? I feel like I can get away with that because I'm darker. So if you put a lot of blush on me, I feel like it works in my favor. Well, if you blush this one too much, it doesn't really look great. But they actually look much better in person than they do on camera. I'm gonna take some pictures so y'all can see that it actually does not look like, it doesn't look that bad, okay? Like, I have some skill in makeup. I have some skill. But I definitely over bronzed them. Too much bronzer. I learned my lesson there because I already contoured and then I added bronzer on top. So maybe I should have just did one or the other. And the way that this foundation sets on the skin is not my favorite. But finding a foundation that works for the skin has been hard. It's just been hard. The mascara, the eyelashes, your eyelashes look great, but they did that. They finished it for me. The lip is really nice. I also realized that the point of contouring is to sculpt the face, and I feel like there's no major difference in their face. I was trying to like really give them like intense cheekbones like mine is what I was trying to do. And I've seen them contour their face, and it's possible, they can do it. I just need to learn how to work with the contour. But this is going to be good, because what I think we're going to do is, I think that we should make this every now and then. That way I can test my skill and you can test your skill. Because here's the thing, doing makeup on myself, I'm used to myself. I know what I like, you know, it's, you know, I can do a nice look because I have my ways. But when you're doing it on somebody else, there's so many factors, you know. Like, I think I have decent makeup skill, but this is not, if y'all seen some of my looks, y'all know I can turn a look when I'm ready. But this is not my best, but this also not my worst. So I still think I'm cute, and that beige so cute. So baby, I think we did what we could do. All right, y'all. So we're going to end this part of the video, but we are going to finish the boyfriend challenge questions. So y'all stay gay, and bye.